On to a big development coming in from West Asia. Hamas is reportedly concerned that U.S. President-elect Donald Trump will allow Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to resume fighting in Gaza after the first phase of the three-stage ceasefire, currently in advanced negotiations, is completed. The U.S. National Security Advisor, Jake Sullivan, said last week that the Biden administration is trying to secure a ceasefire deal by the end of this month. This means that U.S. President-elect Donald Trump, who assumes office next month, will oversee the remaining phase of the ceasefire deal. Earlier this week, Trump said that he wants the Gaza war to end. But an Israeli official reportedly told the Israeli newspaper, the Times of Israel, that Netanyahu is of the view that he will have more flexibility and control over Trump and that he can resume fighting in Gaza after the first phase. Hamas reportedly has made a similar assessment and is looking for assurances that Israel will not restart the war after the first phase of the ceasefire has been completed. Reportedly, the nature of the ceasefire deal is still a major contention. Hamas is basically demanding a permanent end to the war, along with complete withdrawal of the IDF from Gaza. Israel, on the other hand, is reportedly looking for a temporary pause in which some hostages could be released, followed by the resumption of the war. US, Qatari, and Egyptian mediators have reportedly worked to get the first phase of the deal in motion. In the first phase, the release of the remaining living female, elderly and wounded hostages will be carried out in exchange for hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. And during this first phase, Israel and Hamas will hold discussions on the terms for the second and third phases of the ceasefire. As per reports, Hamas is reportedly flexible on certain terms of the ceasefire deal and is prepared to allow Israeli troops to remain in the key Philadelphia and Netzarim corridors during the first phase of the deal. The Philadelphia corridor is a 14-kilometer-long stretch situated along the entirety of the border between Gaza and Egypt. Meanwhile, the Netzarim corridor is a 4-kilometer-wide corridor which splits the Gaza Strip down the middle. Remember, these two corridors have been a major point of contention between Hamas and Israel and was one of the reasons, the many reasons, why the two sides have not been able to agree on a ceasefire on multiple occasions. Will the possibility of this looming ceasefire actually bring some kind of peace for West Asia or resemblance of it? Or will it just be a pause in the ongoing war? To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.